And so, my dear friends, not only in the great exodus, the exile and ensuing exodus of Egypt, and of course it will be very soon in our days, the very same idea as we try to elevate the final sparks, which are a precondition to the Messianic era. And those two things are in fact synonymous, that when the world becomes elevated, when the final sparks are transformed and revealed, then the world becomes a suitable place for the divine presence to dwell openly. That is when the temple can be rebuilt. That is when we can have that idyllic time in which there is no poverty and no illness and no war. But also on a daily and microcosmic basis, each individual in our personal exile, we are in that escape room, and we have to get out of that escape room. And the way to get out is through the mitzvahs. But at the same time, that is only one stage. The reality is we're not only getting out of an escape room, we're also looking for a treasure. We're bringing a hidden treasure with us. It's a silver and gold. It's the materiality in which we discover God's presence in it. And this is not only an elevation of the world, but it's also an elevation of the individual. Because in addition to the sparks needing to be transformed and refined in order for the world to reach and attain its perfection, the individual also needs to be the actor in this process for he or she, for him or her to attain his personal self-perfection. Because, as the Arizal, Rabbi Yitzchak Luria explains in this process, it's not merely that those sparks have to be refined, but there is a determination that certain sparks are connected to the souls of certain people, and that relationship is reciprocal, that certain souls are given the responsibility to refine certain sparks. And here's the searching of the treasure. We don't know which those sparks are. We're not given a map that easily, go and get these sparks. And therefore we have to be alert in every situation. Why did God bring me to this place? And we have to try to be active in remaining spiritually strong so that we can influence the materiality. And therefore, our soul will be drawn to situations in which those sparks, which is the responsibility of our soul to refine, and at the same time those sparks hopefully we will put in our way so that we can meet them, so that the sparks will be refined and transformed by those souls whose responsibility is to transform them. And so too, we as individuals will be brought into situations, and we pray that we will have the foresight and the sensitivity to try to see what those sparks are being refined through bringing there the light of the Torah and the transformation which is brought about by the divine commandments in the Torah. Shabbat Shalom.